Who do you want to win? I am today on Nico's side. Nico and Mayonnaise. I am today a Mouz hater.
Falcons on the CT
It is what it is.
And already a couple of dualies coming out
Nothing
here.
personal.
We'll see if they could do anything at the start of the game here.
Come to
Mouz,
Papi.
last time
I
they
want a
played on
strong
it was
start,
not having
chat.
a good time at all.
Mouz never gives up. Mouz can make crazy comebacks. When Mouz is down 12-6, they come back. When Falcons is down 12-6 and Nico is molding out, punching the table, they ain't coming back for shit.
Oh my goodness, Exertion straight in with the
So we don't want to get into that situation. Nico!
Battle here. That looks pretty favorable right now for Mouz in a 5 versus 3.
One of the best aimers just forgot how to aim apparently.
What kind of absurd peak is that? Who just drops like
Flawless.
that from the ceiling? That's a rare way to take the fight, but obviously it's worked. You ever win rounds on it.
Chat.
So it doesn't have
Correct
to
me
be
if I'm wrong,
indicative
this
of
is a
what's
rematch
happening here.
too.
Obviously it doesn't mean it's going to be.
Yeah,
At Melbourne, these two teams played against each other too.
That history behind them. Going into
I'll show you how it went.
Which players are going to be
At
stepping
Melbourne,
up. We saw that
2-0 for
epic,
Falcons.
epic result
Tung,
from
tung,
Jim
tung,
Fan
so
yesterday on Mirage.
2-0 and one-sided as hell.
So,
13-6 into 13-3.
Here from Falcons. Want to see on the outside with
And
that
it was the
scout.
same exact
Being a
maps.
bit teased with
Nuke and
the
Dust too.
smokes, and Jim Fan opening
This is
up on
gonna
the
get real
majors as
interesting.
well.
I love these rematch matches. Why? Because Mouz, of course,
so good.
sat down and did their homework over the time. They analyzed the
You can
game,
play
they
a little
realized their own
game at home
mistakes,
yourselves.
and they
Whenever you see
improved.
Exertion out here alone and the other 4 in the lobby, you have such a good read of what's about to come. They do the opposite as well, where it's Jim Fan in the lobby and other 4 outside. So they sort of switch it around about who's playing alone. It also means that when Falcons find either Jimmy or Exertion outside, they know so much about what Mouz are doing. So just watch them at home and try and get a sense of.
Winning the pistol
Sure,
means
Falcons
nothing if you lose the follow-up.
A bit more initiative outside, maybe
But
go
they
for a
won
lobby, take
both.
something. There is the
Wait, I
mind
hear
games.
CS in
You
the
know,
back. Oh my god, I thought I was Shitzo.
rather
Goal, goal,
Mouz
goal, goal.
expect such aggression. I'm sure that they.
Quick goal before we head back into the game. Imagine a fucking Emerald right now. Imagine.
It's I mean, again, they have a bit to look
Could have
back
opened
for,
another
right?
one.
They have played.
Why Jail Mask? I don't know. Oh my god, Jail is also going to be in Kazakhstan. I'm excited.
Back outside after that early lobby presence. We still keeping a couple
I
players
want Navi
here.
at the playoffs in Kazakhstan.
Again,
chat.
we
I want to watch them
mentioned
from the
it.
arena.
Certainly aware of the potential for Falcons.
Wait, I won't even get to see them if they get
do
eliminated.
something disruptive. But Falcons,
They're gonna be gone
they
before
are
I
just not
arrive.
really taking any risks with that. Not going to gamble
I
on the
believe.
early aggression, and they're going to
Feel like much is going on here. Execute onto the ramp
Tess.
instead. Tess is trying to relocate with a deagle in hand. They
Stays
are
full
going to be
HP,
coming
not
for
bad.
him rather quickly.
Nice,
but
Nico.
Exertion goes down, and again, that is a big indication.
Nico
They
and
find
Tess
him
is here.
alone. They know what's happening to the rest of Mouz already. Rotating
Nice.
down below. Nico getting one more kill here. Tess
Good damage.
shot would be delicious,
Nico
but
clean
he's not
up.
going to be able to. It's just Nico tapping away, murdering more people on the Mouz side. They shoot Spinks to the back and leave Torshi with no backup whatsoever. Alone
13-0,
versus 3.
$10,000 giveaway on this.
Nico
Nice
with
try.
a quad kill, making it work with the French rifle. I do like this from Spinks, and it is a classic Mouz strategy, wrapping around
6-1
towards
on Nico.
Heaven. Even when Sue is on the team, they love doing this, and I think Brolan has kind of, inherited
First time
that
Chad, the
much.
Nico guy
Should
looks
be
like
good
a
opening
Chad.
As they set up for it here, looking for the double. He'll get
He
it,
is a
nearly
Chad.
the triple. Nico gonna get traded up by Brolan, and just like
2v2.
that, Mouz are back in the round.
And in the meantime, Jim Fan had crept into the vents, has made his way back up secret on the outside, and able to collect that bomb swiftly. Obviously, the round not over just yet. Manasi and Tess is still alive here to make a go of this one, and the bomb needs to be planted here by Mouz.
we're
and
both coming from
the
heaven.
footsteps will be audible, so
We
all
both
the
have
information here to
flashbangs.
Team
Will we
Falcons,
play for Pop
at least
Flash?
where one player is.
We hear steps.
Will they understand that
Pop
Brom
Flash
is
being
right
aligned and
next
cocked
to
by
Jim Fan
Tezis, I
currently,
think.
as they make their way up the ladder.
Actually, M4 should
There's no
probably be.
grenades except for the flash on Jimmy.
I don't know,
So they
actually.
can't really stop them from
Here we
getting
go,
out.
Flash coming in.
Nice grenade.
Actually, a nade. Nice.
Watch this, a flashbang. He
Same
couldn't see a
Anders.
single
2v1.
thing.
Brolan can clutch
Brolan
though.
now
Careful, guys.
creeping on. Now he's got the right idea.
Ooh.
Wins the first
Mouz
fight.
needed to kill
Trying
there.
to escape into the
14
hot.
HP.
Barely survives. He's down to 14
Brolan
health.
can
But
play the
Monacy,
time game.
He does have the kit, so he's just going to
Mouz
stick it
sticks
there.
it like a
No
boss.
reason why he
Brolan
shouldn't.
counting to 5 in his head.
Oh, wait.
Mouz.
He comes off
Cut
it.
off.
Monacy, he wanted to do it. He could have done it as well.
I
But
think
now
he has
he's
it.
almost out of time at Brolan.
Oh
Wanted to
my
peek
God.
in one last second, and Monacy somehow manages
Oh
to time
my
it to
God.
perfection. Falcons, they win the round, and that's where
Almost
someone like
big
Monacy...
fumble. Chad, how are you doing today? Fine. Okay. Chilling. Just ordered a pizza. Oh, I may or may have not ordered a pizza yesterday.
Slows down Mouz.
Guys, I'm telling
I
you,
must say
Domino's
the double
and
kill for
vegan
Spinks
cheese,
was so
not the normal
crazy
one.
because they actually shot
Trust
at
me,
him
it's way more
first,
creamy and
and he
actually
just transferred
tastier.
the spray anyway
Call me
onto
crazy.
the hot player. That's...
Call me crazy.
I feel like normally you die when that
gotta
happens,
try it.
and I appreciate that Spinks wanted to go for the multi-kill, but
After
a
gym,
lot of
I had
times
nothing
you're
at
just
home,
gonna
bro.
be straight up traded. Tess's probably just going to try and, you know, take a shot and fall back. There's no reason for him to stick around. Yeah,
you will thank me later, chat.
Falcons have everything under control. Happy
Fake
to give
cheese?
up ramp?
Yes, Jay, you have to try. Trust me, bro.
There's a Galil, I suppose. I shouldn't underplay the Galil.
Order a vegan pizza
even
right now.
still, we have
Just
Mouz
vegan
on a
cheese. You can put
rotation
chicken
back
on
to
it.
lobby,
But they may
looking
call
at
you.
A
Are you
site.
sure?
Falcons feel so just sturdy at the moment in this defense. We'll see if they can connect the shots, though. Mouz about to unleash the attack.
I mean, you said it earlier as well. They're so good at holding back right now, Falcons, and the clock is just running down on Mouz. Mouz have been spending a lot of time in this first half.
Put the mouse in the
waiting for some
fucking
Falcons
bag.
aggression, and they've really out of this.
Guys, call me crazy, but is whole Earth going to be vegan at one point? Or am I nuts? Because the thing is, people who are vegan right now, if they get kids, their kids, they will become vegan, right? Like if they teach them blah, 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 blah. And you never like convert back, you know what I mean? So it's like, it can only go up, it will never go down. You don't go from vegan to normal again, you know what I mean? And then somebody non-vegan gets together with a vegan girlfriend or something, or boyfriend maybe. And then of course, she wants to get him into it and stuff. I'm telling you, bro, I'm telling you. I may go all in on Beyond Meat.
I think they can put together almost the rest of the puzzle.
Can only go up.
Smoke going up here, and it's going to block everything for Nico. He can't see a thing there.
Warren Buffett mindset.
Spinks in front of Unbreakable here. Gonna get the shot anyway, Monacy's. No problem. He's so lucky to stay alive, though. Exertion very nearly had him.
However, really good pick there from Torshi on the secret area. Even though losing players, Mouz
I had a vegan ex-girlfriend.
It's going to be the case that
I've watched a lot of movies about like
timing there for Jimmy. Let's see what he can make of it.
Why I should be vegan.
Engagement, nice kill onto Magisk. And now there's still an opportunity. 2 versus 3 here for Mouz. 50 seconds on the clock.
It can only grow.
Nico walked through the smoke as well. There's no reason Jimmy should ever be checking this when the smoke fades, although he is actually looking for it. He's got the right idea. That's very smart. He didn't see it. He had no idea that he was going to be there, but just raw instincts on the rifler there. And Torshi, unfortunately, pretty much an unwinnable position.
1v3. So Ashen had an immaculate 1v4 yesterday.
Yep. You know, the
this one is once again impossible. Yesterday, the bomb was outside of the hands.
The round with the AK-47. That's 4 in a row for Falcons.
There's a lot of players, AWPers, or you know, like really aggressive.
We're like 30 minutes into the stream, bro. Like, guys,
communicate when actively whilst they're.
Am I delusional thinking that like there's a TikTok that somebody uploaded where I get mad about a message like this, and this is why they type it, or is it actually cooked and there's no TikTok involved? It's just like literally first time tryers to see me like the thumbnail. They just want to pop by and say, what is that haircut?
Despite some of the good moves we've seen out of
Yo, there is no way. Like,
residual effects from that.
I know that it's cooked, but
showing up in the economy
using your
for
first time
Mouz,
message on that.
It's becoming more and more of a tough job here. See if they can put some pressure on the ramp. In a funny position. I think Tessus is not that far away.
We have the far better buy.
Yeah, you missed
Torshi
enough
Hero
shots
AK.
here.
Oh, sorry, safe
You could
AK.
be in some trouble. But we are talking about Monacy, so
he ain't gonna do
I'm sure
shit.
he's got the confidence. There's Nico outside as the smoke blows open. Exertion being found.
Explosion on A incoming.
Big part of the puzzle, I have no doubt, for Falcons. And they're setting up back here.
Get ready to defend, boys.
Grenades. They know what could be coming next.
Magisk.
That's an opening and a half.
Nice! Check, Magisk, meat grinder. W.
To seal the
And
rest.
Nico is untouchable today.
He's such a menace.
11 and 2.
And having him in that dynamic position in the yard, I mean, he can almost be
It's a
anywhere
5.05 KD.
And again, seeing some great quality there from Falcons. Also, the opening from Torsi, the Soul AK.
Scar pattern AK.
You would almost love to see them throw in a really
Someone
fast
a mouse
round
has
to
Scar
that
pattern
A-bomb
AK.
site. They're obviously hard to deal
Are
with.
you undergoing treatment?
This time,
treatment
again,
for what?
4 outside with Jimmy inside of the lobby. He's playing far back so as to not get crunched
Michael.
in case the CTs are aggressive, but right now, they don't feel any need to. It's going to be Nico holding this lineup.
Great opening there from Exertion. That's going to put the pressure onto Team Falcons. So finally, Mouz in a really nice position. 1 minute 20 on the clock. They have a lot of control outside.
Guys, this
so
is 5 in a row, by the way. Mouz won the pistol and the follow-up.
As you've mentioned,
and after that, where the strats matter, where you have to find
like this to kind of try to
open
get
bomb
into that
side,
B play through the
use
outside.
utility to your advantage. They haven't got nothing.
This is
nothing.
So scary, but the reward could be absolutely epic if he can make his way forward and catch Jimmy up here. The rest of them,
epic is crazy.
They are looking around. Exertion on a bit of a solo mission. The bomb is making its way down below, though, with the other 3 players on the team. So Mouz, they've infiltrated everything. They're all over the map right now. One false move from anyone on Falcons here, and they're going to be dead. The odds are really in their favor here.
Magis is getting closer and closer to those secret players. That line is
so weird. The CT's on the T side, the T's on the CT side.
As he gets closer and closer, they're coming back into the yard.
Magis
Magis here, set up for a huge play. And he's just going to take them both down. Another player there on the outside. And
Magic got the third. Actually, good chip down. So 2v2.
is there from Squeaky.
1v2 for Kixon.
But at least gets one.
A fragging IGL straight from Macedonia. Are they going to expect him on A? I don't think so, boys. Look where the bomb is. 10 seconds. Mouz is clueless. They need to get the bomb. They would have lost that. They would have lost that.
To that very long flank.
The bomb was there, outside. Mouz is cooked.
So cool as well.
They got so lucky that Kixon is there.
The only thing the Falcons know right now is that they really can't see anything behind that smoke wall. They can't get the read on how many people have gone down. Honestly,
what is that movement?
But Jimfat's right there to trade him. A bit of an awkward jump away. Looked like he got caught on the railing.
There are two players down here, though, for Falcons. Magis contestants. We'll have to see what they can do. Mouz certainly.
Marcus, another meat finder. He gets another dumbbell.
Surprise, but Exertion able to handle that very nicely, leaving just Tessus. Again, they might. Oh my God, Jimmy, of course, is so ready for that one.
Sure.
And now the bomb should
Nico's
surely
still
go
alive.
down.
I still believe.
Just two left here, Nico and Kixan.
It would be fitting if it was Jimmy that brought him back into the game because his performance yesterday was obviously legendary.
Jam time.
And someone has to step up and try and fight Nico at the moment, so maybe it could be him. Down to the B bomb site. The sandwich works. And
bro got a forehead longer than Carrigan's career. Love from Indonesia. You can't just fucking, like, I think this is an insult, and then say love from Indonesia, bro. You can't just say, go fuck yourself, love from Germany. Like, bro, what?
5-4.
Like, choose one.
It's already,
Are you gonna insult me or are you gonna say love from?
The last go around.
It's just so insane what we have on our hands right now. We get a time.
Go fuck yourself, love from America.
Did manage to save a couple rifles there, and we did see them take that second round where they, or rather it was the third round with the 4 spike weapons they had left over. More confident, they've been hitting
Chad,
their
I was
shots.
thinking about getting a massage.
Been working out, so I wouldn't expect them to.
There's a Thai massage place close to me. Will they fuck me up or no? It's an official one. It's not like a sassy one with like weird endings or something. It's official.
He's not really been playing Yard. They've been leaving that up to Nico.
I've only once or twice gotten a massage. Back in high school.
That mini roof. Because you can get some
like one time
downs on Nico. If he's playing the mid position and you allow
but Thai massage, I don't know what it is.
To play on top of the mini roof
that sounds scary.
You can flash in for
that sounds hardcore.
If you think that Monacy's going to be...
He's just going to go straight down. And the AWP is the perfect weapon for this. I have to see if his...
I'm not IRL streaming a Thai massage. Guys,
he's down, absolutely nails the shot onto Exertion. Very well done there from Monacy.
You can see Exertion again trying his best to... jiggle out any kind of an early shot, and he wasn't maybe far off. Tessus is going to be falling back. They also know that Brolin was outside, so
Mayonnaise.
Again, I think they know it's the same split towards the bomb side. I think they have such a good read right now, Falcons, of what's going on. From one, finding
completing 40 yield achievements.
Brolin throws in the Molotov from the back of the yard, and they can put the rest together, especially with Tessus saying, yeah, they're going towards the ramp. The only maybe wrinkle here is the fact that they've kept on pushing up. Nico was not ready, and Jimfat takes him down.
Guys, from 11-2 to 11-4.
Inside of the bomb side. He needs a little bit of backup.
From the screen to the ring.
There is someone coming in. Tessus up the ladder behind him, ready to try and receive. The 2 Danes trying to hold on to the inside as much as they can. Is not successful at all. Defeated.
How good is Jimbo?
3 on his
another
side.
Triple kill.
And Kixan. Very tough round to retake. If you wanted to get a go at it here, you need to buy some space.
These
for
guys
Monacy
don't deserve Jimbo.
Out of the ladder.
And that might be the space there. That kill means everything. Monacy up the ladder, just like you said.
What?
But will they expect this position from Brolan?
Are you taking the
He's
piss,
trying to really milk this one. Find that perfect timing for the peak. And he's found a great timing for the peak. And the follow-up is there
Forget
for
about
Brolan.
it.
The in-game leader delivers.
Nico Balding.
Yeah,
he got fucked 2 rounds in a row.
To
make it 3, the game may be done.
From ending where they did last time on Nuke.
And molding Nico is very hard
to
snap back out of.
16-6 or 13-6.
He's not the type of guy to play better when he's still dead.
At least for my brain.
I'm right there with you, man.
We've seen these games
many
times
enough
before.
Numbers, no one will actually hear what I said anyway.
Yeah, just confuse everyone. It's fine.
Nico on a deagle.
Gotta be careful. These
Nico ramp
attempts maybe before they can jump on this position, but it's all a bait there.
Haven't seen him on ramp in a bit.
See what he can get. How much value is this bait? Really want to get one. They actually
wow.
They understand the
we can get Spinks too. Come on, no.
14 Falcons.
That would be 3 rifles.
Ever so slightly there to keep the numbers advantage, but oh my goodness, Magis
2v2
is coming alive
here
on ramp.
now. Where's Munizi? Munizi is flanking right now.
They really
Will he
should never
get
get away
timing?
with
Jimbo
this.
considers it.
Mouz on the
Jimbo
one
getting
side.
squeezed from both
Maker's
sides.
gone the other. He's picked up a rifle as
Oh
well,
my
and a
God.
straight headshot
With
to
pistols.
take down Jimfat.
The pistol gamble. Kingston,
Disastrous
what
here
a
for
call.
Mouz Sports. Why is this happening?
2v1.
Why are they going into
Zertion,
the
the guy
stack
who
on
won
the
v4
ramp with
yesterday.
the boost up there?
This
It's
is just
such a
1v2.
classic position.
Oh my
Zertion
God.
goes down, and Falcons, they rob Mouz
Pistols
of a
only.
round that should have been theirs.
Kills.
How good is Magist today?
Just
It
so
happens so often, doesn't it? It is hard to judge, but my
Yo,
God,
what is
here
up
we
with
go,
Magist
fast
today?
into the A-bomb side. We asked for it
It's
early,
only give him
finally.
ultimatum
In
or
the
what?
final round, it's Monacy picking up a headshot on Exertion. He's stopped them in their tracks. They can no longer get onto the A sites.
Holy.
And they've lost the bomb just to make things even worse. Jimmy and Torshi are 2 versus 4. It would be justice if they could get this round back somehow in a clutch, just because of how they lost the last one.
Thunder
but,
style bomber.
you know, it's Counter-Strike. It's not a court.
Where's
here,
the
Dan.
bomb?
There's no justice being dealt out.
There's no justice.
It's down. Look minimap.
No.
There's no justice. I think, there's a lot of evidence that does not exist, but
Round should be
they'll
over.
definitely give it their best shot here. But with Magisk on the flank, it seems like it's almost all over.
Holy shit.
Jimfat not expecting that pre-aiming. Well, I don't think he even had necessarily the awareness to pre-aim something there. That was so surprising from Magisk. Now just Torshi left.
And we're living in a world of Counter-Strike here where to win these kind of rounds is just epically rare.
Wow.
We saw yesterday, was it with Exertion, the 1 versus 4 the day before?
Just wow.
Trying to win it on Dust 2, and he did, but it is not
Wow.
often. Tessus takes him down at the end, 7-5
Magisk.
in favor of Falcons.
Carrying Nuke. Nico at the start of the game completely going nuts, 11-2. And Magisk Masterclass actually getting a meat grinder every single round. Guys, I'm running an edge drift now during the second half.
Right, the second half, it's doable.
Lock in.
It certainly is. A fast pace coming in
Torshi.
into the upper side here. Nice opening headshot from Torshi, taking down Monacy. And the dualies are ready there from Exertion. But a quick
Scheiße.
bob and a weave, and we're in the lower side here for Team Falcons.
Well, that's a surprise. A Gush as well.
I'm not
onto
asking it that.
Jimfat. Lucky to be alive behind this
You're
one.
crazy, dog.
It's actually not a P250 on Nico. I think he normally has that on the T side of this map, but they wanted to dive down into B. They've lost
3v5.
Kickstand at the same time. It's a nice position for Mouz, but it is not at all a 1 round yet. 3 versus 5. They're going to count to 3, Dan, and they're going to go.
Tessus is ready. He's got to get a couple here.
Nice.
It's going to be just the one Jimfat with 2
Jimbo.
headshots, and now it gets even worse. A 1v4 Magisk against the clock here. The defuse surely coming in very shortly. His position now spotted, and it's just the dualies. What do you even do against
It's
that?
a Jimbo
Anthus?
Masterclass.
I mean,
Dr.
you said it earlier, there's no
Lupo.
justice in Counter-Strike. I feel like that's a very good example of that.
Definitely not the right place to look for that kind of thing, you know.
Bro.
We've got other stuff to offer, you know. We've got some
Dude,
comedy every
cheating
once
in
in a
the
while,
chess
good action,
tournament
you know.
is crazy. For charity
Nico.
too. Like, what?
12 kills and 6
Shit, I don't
deaths.
understand people who... Like,
And Monacy
why
up there
have a
with
big,
11 as
big
well.
ego in
That
2025?
Duo being reunited.
Like, if you
Kind of
don't know
scary
how to play
prospect for
chess,
anyone
like,
that
why
has to play
act
them
like
over
you can?
in
Like,
G2U? Everyone
it's
knows.
not gonna make you
Everyone's
cool or something,
had
like,
to be
I don't
on the
know.
other side of that.
we're all humans, bro. We're good at
Just
things
gets
and we're bad at
working.
things.
Shooting fish in a barrel, and we did get some damage onto Nico, but they've made their way down.
I'm happy that I'm good at CS, bro.
with the
Jesus.
integrity of all 5 members.
Imagine all
More
I do is
bodies to
CS
throw at
and
the
then I'm not
problem.
even good at it.
If they could get a bomb plant, then, you know, 1 or 2 kills here, then that's not a bad position to be in. There's
guess.
absolutely nobody downstairs. They sort of trusted that some of the spam through the smoke, you know, would have revealed if somebody was there, but they're wrong at the moment. And also, I think for Mouz, they probably realized this could be a bomb plant. They just say, well, even if it is, we're going to retake it with Broline and
Guys,
the MP9.
getting a plant
essentially
here
opening
would
up
be
everything.
cream.
We're going to be able to win the after plant, so...
A plant equals
Does
money.
it feel bad to
we
give
didn't
up the bomb
invest
plant?
anything here, just some deals.
But right now for Mouz, I think it's just about stringing enough rounds together. Don't lose early on like you did in the first
30
half. It's
seconds.
not worth it.
Yep. There's often the equation where it's more important to prioritize your own economy.
If we win this, I'm
over
hitting the gritty.
That's the bomb.
Tease.
They want to go up.
This is not the angle. This is
Scheiße.
not the angle there. Kickstand goes down, as does Monacy. The bombs we discovered, and it is just a shooting gallery for Broland dropping in. Now into Nico's crosshair. We'll see what else he can find. A couple deagle headshots for
got a
some
double
damage,
1D.
but ultimately, Mouz coming out on top.
Nico's
and
locked again.
That was a good round.
30
This
seconds.
really for them is a game about finding Nico. If they do, they might have a chance here. Oh, he's found Torshi out in the
Nico,
open and a rare couple of misses for Nico. That almost never
AK,
happens.
better weapon than
And now the
M4.
question
Nico,
is, what
better
the
player
rest
than
of the team do?
Torji on
They were expecting
AK.
Nico to
How
get
do
that
we
kill,
lose that?
And then they could have gone
He's
into
a
the
fucking
bomb site,
AWPer.
and it would have been
You're the
absolutely
gold
sick, I
rifler.
guarantee it. But now they've been slowed down. We're talking 14
3 and
seconds.
3, 10
to try and get
seconds,
onto
time
the
running
A
out.
side. Magus has got one
Nice.
kill.
We need to get
Tess
the
is
bomb
looking
down,
good.
though.
Somehow he's up on
Where's
the
the
high
bomb?
ground.
Kick
He's
some
walked
plants.
all the way around to get the
Nice.
job done. They get the bomb planted as well. And Torshi and Jimfat now a 2 versus 3. How did Falcons recover the round after losing really their main point of attack, which was Nico
Jeez
opening
Louise.
up the site?
Just
Simply
found a moment to slip in.
cooking
And again,
stream.
you know, I feel like there's been a lot of rounds here where he has been so instrumental.
If
in
he's baking a pizza right now, I'm...
Ну так вроде отлично вообще.
What is happening? What is happening? Is it because... Guys.
В общем, всем привет, будем готовить вкусные дорады, креветки и говядину.
Why does he look like an Amish?
Радики, вы следующий.
What is happening? What?
Devastating.
Yo, I want him back on the server, not in the kitchen.
10 seconds on the
I want him on
when they
kitchen
start
and
to get
Mirage,
those
not on
kills.
fucking, not IRL.
It might be, even though it's a
Here we go.
close
At least he's having
match
fun.
in terms of very
Life
quickly.
is short.
And there's much more movement outside
Okay,
here.
life
Nico,
is not
he
that
wants
short. Why
revenge
you all
for that
typing aware?
previous-
Chill, bro.
Previous fight where he faltered, and he's down Secret real fast here.
Yeah, that's going to be heard by Jimmy, so he knows to at least call it out. Keeps on running. Nico in these hallways, he is a demon. It's so worth going back and watching his POVs for how he peaks, because he pre-aims the wall every single time and will swing to take
Let's
those
hope that we all get there.
He has
I'm
just
sure we
one
will.
of the most
God bless.
robotic ways of clearing all of those angles. This time he ran the whole way, but when he does it more slowly, it's so fun to watch. Brolan boosted up now. Falcons, they themselves want a round like this. Not quite going to be as easy here with Monacy dropping the MP9. Still a 4 versus 4, and Nico's all the way back outside. They'll be found by Jimmy. 3 versus 4. Okay, Mouse. Maybe there's a way.
I think with Nico coming back there, I think the plan was get that ramp take and they convince to rotate down and then come back into the upper side. But now Falcons have to adapt and they're deciding to go down the ramp. 3 versus 4, so against the numbers of Mouse. Now smoke to block the window.
4v3.
Torsey on the other side. As Falcons start to slowly scale across onto the site. 30 seconds to go here. And Mouse aren't fully rotated just yet. There's the bomb plant. Mouse
Torji waits for his teammates.
Torshi. For a minute, it looked like
Kids
he wanted to
available.
shoot his way through. There is some
3 flashes too. Tess has a mono
so it doesn't
chat.
make a big difference right now. It could slow them down.
Tessus can't
but a little bit
die.
later
Tessus
on,
can't
that
die.
grenade could be absolutely huge. Torshi
9.
takes the first tight and drops Tessus immediately. That's just a bit of a start.
Okay.
Monacy and Kicksan. Time for Kicksan to do something, but a shot in the back of the head instead and leaving
that
it up
was
to
not a
Monacy.
well-oiled machine.
1 versus 3. He's picked up the Molotov from earlier. Gonna bounce it off the wall just to try and slow them down. And he runs straight into the headshot.
9.
Very nicely done. And they have enough loose on that lower side of the map.
Nico AK, Muniz Galil. It's a
this
hero
could be way
AK.
back in, you know, that's Nico's name. He's on the outside again, searching for redemption. The hero AK
We need
for
something
Team
here.
Falcons. Looking to get the entry that could maybe be another gun picked up for them. Heavy presence outside. Can recycle the AK if necessary.
Nico.
Have thrown this. Oh, there is the HE. And
He's
Exertion
just too
is so
slow
quick
right
with
now.
it.
Nico had just jumped. Yeah, half a second later, and he's going to be ready for it. Tessus goes down. And you don't actually have to take that many more risks here. It's a 5 versus 3.
Guys, Nico was 11 and
Just
2.
Make sure you seal the deal. A little bit of a swing there for Exertion. Feeling the momentum, feeling the excitement of it all. As they are about to take the round lead, just Magus, because he's been playing very well. As you mentioned the breakdown. He's been criticized a bit, you could say.
Yeah, it seems like the focus is on him, but there's another headshot from...
You are not the coach.
And if he can get more
If I
damage
was,
in,
this
that
game
be
would have
great.
already been over, buddy.
He should certainly be able to get some more fights, but we'll see if he can find those headshots.
Let's be real here.
It's just scanning. I'm not giving him anything here, Anders.
Too much stuff that
It
doesn't
really
work out right
shouldn't.
now.
But he is a dangerous player, and I don't know. There might have been a chance for Jimfat to immediately get the revenge kill, but
13-0.
one more there would have made a big difference.
So his teammates will certainly have to...
Because Nico Hero
give him a
AK
hand out
Tessus
there.
now has to rock the deagle.
Kicksander, Grenadier, setting up diagonal
Torji
wall.
up now.
Torshi, though.
Has a
Could he
gap, I
actually
think,
see
on
them if
red
they go
box.
out by red?
Oh,
Yeah, absolutely can.
But why?
You
But why?
mentioned
But why?
frustration on Nico.
Nico's
I mean,
full tilted. Nico's full
We
tilted.
have enough to make like a 10-hour movie of Nico reactions
Guys,
at this point in
he is
Counter-Strike
3 and 8
history,
right
but
now.
We're going to add to it now, presumably.
Like,
Love to see the
since he
cam.
was 11
Magus
and 2.
ends up going down as well. So some of the hardest hitting players here on Falcons out of it. And Spinks, look at him. Going all the way around. So if they weren't already winning this round, I mean, he's pretty much closing slowly any opportunity for Falcons to do much of anything. Mouz looking to take 10 rounds here. And
if we commit, we have to commit. Don't play like a pussy, bro.
You know, 85% of the way there.
We just let them get space, like, and timings and shit.
Like, they know what's coming.
Oh, no. Oh, okay, nice.
Kicksan is actually going to take him down. All right, so now the round could potentially be back on here for Team Falcons. Still outside, though, still have to make their way through the choke points, and without any time to work with, they're going to have to start taking really big risks here, and it's going to be highly telegraphed. We'll have to see if they can hit the headshots.
What are we doing? 15 seconds.
Back into ramp.
This is really late.
Look for the lower sight.
It's so confusing that Spinks doesn't win that
Two
fight.
people here.
Really well
10 seconds.
There we go. Another
going out there.
Tess is the one to pick it up, but it's a double position.
We have Molo. We have Molo.
Very nearly ends it. 4
Double
seconds
Molo.
left here. The bomb is being planted,
Bad
so at least they're going to have a chance to fight for it. 2 versus 3. And Monacy alive. Tess's now would be his time to shine. He's got to be careful, though. Swings out here. And not going to be peaked just yet.
Giza.
Closing the door behind him. They spot out Broland.
Both positions known from our side. This is no good.
They don't mind waiting up here. It's up to Mouz to try and get close to that bomb. And with a lot of speed behind it, one more headshot for Tessis. He's looking to seal it in their favor.
Tessis both have
3 kills on him, and Broland hunting.
Broland pushes.
To try and stop this. That bomb is ticking away in the background.
Taps the bomb, not a stick. Has one opportunity. Broland needs to hit the shot now. Gets it.
The other side. He finally gets the headshot.
I don't know if he has time, boys. This is really close.
For the defuse. Does he have quite enough time for it? He is right. Oh my god.
Oh, that's so close, my goodness. Tessa stepping up for Team Falcons. Beautiful stuff.
So well played from Broland.
To keep things going, doing the damage and setting them up, if not to win, you know, obviously that round, but to win future rounds.
This guy went from no confidence on NIP, nobody believing in him,
there's an opening there
into IGLing Mouz and clutching against Falcons.
Oh, so
love
close.
It. Broland is an OG.
Really be closer.
Oh my, that is, again, you know, I feel like the theme is the lack of justice, and as we just keep seeing it, and we're back into the action. It's a fast push here, straight into the ramp, and that is Jimpact going down, so Team Falcons find themselves a weapon.
Straight out of that frustrating loss, trying to make up for it. How sick is that? Rushing the ramp with the Tech 9s and waiting. Oh my god, that's more frustration for him as he gets completely bodied
need a kill on
by Broland again, who, by the way, won that last clutch. 4 versus 4. So very, very fast bomb plant here. They have a smoke as well on Kicksan that can really slow down the incoming CTs. Tech 9 swings wide.
Not bad,
and he is, I think, a single bullet away from taking down a double kill there. 3 versus 3. And
so much utility.
It's not getting any easier right now. Mouz, they can't really
bomb
give up this
down.
round here, but they might be forced to. Nico back with the headshot, and now the flank is coming in. Monacy very nearly does it, but they're out of time right now. I think they know. Torshi's already so far away with the AWP, and he has the kit as well. Spinks looking to escape, but Nico will not let him. Falcons, they claim it back once again, 9-10. This is such a hard fight right now for both teams. What an exhausting way to start a series.
We keep winning those pistol rounds.
There's no doubt about that.
It's gonna condition Mouz a lot. Grenades, they want to do it again. They just don't respect them at the moment. Megas goes down. Torsh is going to force some respect out of them,
We think rushing works once and it will work twice.
Through the smoke while halfway flashed. And finally, they put an end to the Falcons' terror run. Monacy and Kicksan alone, 2 versus 5 here. The bomb is lost somewhere else. Just take a deep breath, Mouz Sports. You don't need to lose this round. If everyone communicates, if everyone slows down this round, you're going to be fine.
2v5.
Totally. We'll see what they're able to extract here. This defense looks
Look
quite
at this
nasty.
disgusting off angle.
Really good position. Look at that. Kicks in that. No chance in hell.
Edge angle.
So it's a great.
Guys, we're going to be rewarded for his efforts here because.
But Spinks may have a timing here. Sometimes the guy throwing the molly gets caught with his hands down. Nico luckily already out of sight.
Exertion running from the
but Spinks is still a winning factor with that
of the misery. 30 seconds left. And
we're not even in. We're not even in.
Nico goes down as
we're not even in.
They knew everything. They had such a good setup to deal with this. Even if Spinks is going to end up maybe with no kills in the round, it doesn't really matter here. He set it up for his team to be ready for that execute. He can see them throwing the grenades from the team.
In that previous round.
Map point for Mouz.
They are on the cusp of winning map 1 here against Team Falcons
and our
in the semi-finals.
Is disgusting. 2 pistols, 1 Mac 10, no AK in sight.
And they actually have quite a bit of money as well on the Mouz side. Even if they lose a round in a weird way here, They're not necessarily immediately in overtime either. They can still fight for the 24th round, but Falcons, on the other hand, it's one Deagle, one Mac-10, Tech-9, and then
another
a couple
explode.
of Galils as they are already.
Or do we go ramp? Nice Tessis. Now we may actually go B.
Idea.
Never mind.
Now they're down below though, and Spinks and maybe in a bit of trouble here, doing the best that he can,
Nice,
but ultimately edged out by Nico. 3 versus 4, and a lot of control for Mouz in this round.
Oh, I love this as well. Back up the vents. And pausing here as well. 4v3. Picked up a couple guns.
They're not in bad positions, Mouz.
Mouz can go for that.
See if they can sneak through. Nobody knows. Oh, he checks
Thank
it.
God.
There was a big opportunity there. And they pretty much had the lower part of the map covered as well. So if Exertion could have found that kill, then there might have been a way back into it. Torshi was on the other side with the AWP, so again, he could have been up the high ground.
Timing.
There was a way back into this one, but now it's about saving the weapons if you can. Or maybe even more importantly, denying these weapons to Falcons, because
Torshi.
if they start to pick them up, then next round is going to be even harder here. Jimmy, doubt he's going to be allowed to do anything fun.
Massive round from Tessis. And they pick up the AWP as well, so it's really looking nice.
Am I the only one annoyed that these things are curved?
In the rounds which seem the most hopeless, they have
like
found
this. I wish they were straight.
In this game of Nuke, salvation through some of these aggressive plays and the individuals.
This is so annoying right here.
These faster rounds, when they
It's
slow
logical.
it down,
What even is it?
It seems to be the case that Mouz
Does it go like up and down?
winning the information battle.
Re-smokes.
So much tension here on the outside, I feel. I mean, Falcons, they're going to lose the opener against Torsi there. Nico going down, and that's precisely why there's so much tension here. This opening duel has meant so much, and for it to go the way of Mouz,
13-11 would be so tilted.
Very, very bad spot right now.
Tilting.
That M4A1 is so dangerous in this position because it is just a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Gotta be careful that the gun barrel isn't showing, because then you probably will be dead. Exertion looks like he's got it under control for now. We're at 45 seconds. The bomb is in lobby.
Nice Tessis! Oh my God, great readjust. Fawn now,
And
35 seconds. We have to bring up the pace.
Drop into mini, like we mentioned earlier.
Looks like we're going A. Tessis goes in, gets one. Would have been GG if he didn't. Nice.
Fast kill coming out from Tessis.
3v2. Round is not over.
And Brolin is deleted. Torshi gets a grenade as they're trying to get up on the high ground here.
Kixon looking at heaven.
Planted, and Falcons 2 kills away from getting the game into overtime.
Together, guys.
What a
Play together.
way to get the semifinals started here. Torshi goes down.
Oh my God.
Gets the last on Jimmy.
I swear we would have lost 2-0 if we would have lost 13-11.
Call their way back.
We would have been so mad.
Let's get the most rounds possible here.
Sacro knows what this means.
Teams. It's looking
Bro,
really,
considers taking a timeout. Or he wants to give a massage. Not sure.
The best when it looks the most hopeless. And it really seems like Mouz are consistently gaining more advantages that, you know, just
slightly more worried.
35 seconds.
And throwing their grenades maybe a little bit sooner than you would have liked.
Nice Kixen.
30 seconds.
Do we explode off of that?
The one to find the opening on Jimfan, that's an issue for the A-bomb side. Brolin, he's got some problems here. He does have one teammate up on the rafters next to him.
Oh no!
But they're pushing forward. Spinks also coming up with a potential
goes for double. Never mind.
Before he even has a chance. And this defense is rock solid. Oh man, I thought that was going to get much better for Falcons. I actually think they had kind of a sick setup, but I guess when it starts with that flank on Spinks,
was that one of the moments where Mouz gets flanked,
really
same time as when people explode towards A, and then the voice comes probably, one behind us from secret. And the guys who are peeking right now, all of a sudden the aim becomes sloppy bang.
Turning away just at the wrong moment.
I swear.
And there's a world where if they actually keep pushing and try to find...
Unlucky time. Mouz dies, probably comes like crazy.
Either they force the engage.
Everyone else goofed.
So you know, he'd have to fall back. They create space. There's a lot that could happen, but hey, we're into
very hard to handle these situations.
Another opening outside. On to Nico again from Torsi.
So impressive, isn't it?
Nice.
Wait, did they just reveal him with their own grenade?
I think they did. I think they did, Anders.
That was kind of a dick move, isn't it?
Hey man, you gotta give Falcons something to work with outside.
I was just praising Torshi for how many times he's defeated Nico out there, and then they go and throw it all away potentially. Jimmy goes down. One-man disadvantage here. We'll see if Spinks could bring him back. He does have the AK stolen from the previous round, and a little bit of a jump here. He's actually wrong on the timing.
He's missed it.
Well, he's still back here, so can kick open the door and
gets
not
one
ready
freebie,
at all.
but no more than that.
Closes it behind him to avoid any draft or any bullets coming through. Okay, never mind. Want to see taking care of business. Brolin setting up the initial retake here. He's got Torshi coming in behind him.
We're not
Another
losing
grenade
this.
into the smoke, and it reveals.
Lol, what a spray.
I don't know how he lives through that. He should have been so dead. It's back turn as well. And Torshi very nearly getting spammed down
cheating.
through the smoke. He's in a tough position here at the back.
Torshi
Two
can
people
clutch,
on
guys,
the other
careful.
side. Monacy has already tagged him down to 42, and
You
it's
can
not
play
gonna get
together,
easier.
guys.
Flash is coming through,
Nice.
taken down. What a dynamic between Monacy and Magus with the flashbangs.
Early mono.
The grenade,
Oh.
Nico again caught in the open,
Guys.
and they nearly line up for the kill.
Nico's
He's
so
gonna be
tilted.
so frustrated. It's happened so much out here.
He was
now the
11
question
and
is,
2.
can
He's
Xerxes do
18,
more? He's had a
17
chance
now.
for a reload. He's got all his bullets left.
Oh my
And they're
god.
making their way across here, the diagonal smoke. It's Magus on the other side towards the lobby, so he's the solo player in this round, which is going to be fine, but the fact is they need to win a fight here down below, or at least need to get the bomb plant. There's really nobody here from Mouz either.
Yeah, normally you would expect Spinks to be living down here.
Oh dear, Mouz. Have they
20
given up
seconds.
too much space?
Time running a little bit low
Last
for
time
my
this happened,
liking.
Falcons tried to get up out of
We
the
can
ladder
be
to get back up to the bomb side, and that was a
happy
massive
as
mistake.
shit
That was
that B
Brolin
is
had the
open.
MP9. This time,
Imagine if we
it
ran
feels
into
like
a
they're
stack
gonna
here at
follow
10
through.
seconds.
Molotov to stop any rotations in. The bomb is going to be planted, and I think Falcons are
What
right
is
back
Mouz
on top
doing,
of this
chat?
round. Even with a man
5 players
disadvantage
alive,
here,
and you don't put
this
anyone
is
on
a
B?
strong position to be in. Brolan could have got shot in the
Not
back, but Meg
one?
explained this expertly. He just doesn't want to show himself. They might guess that someone could be here, but they can't really spend the time to look
Really
for
hard
it.
retake.
Really good post-plant positions here, as good as you could ask for. No util here for the retake, really, for Mouz. And Monacy in a great position.
Lol.
Lands that one every day against Exertion. As the
So
push continues
free.
here, but it is just players
That
from
was
Mouz
the
falling
freest
to the
4v5
floor. As the defense
I've
looks
seen in my life.
immaculate there from Falcons. Brolan now
This is
is
yeah.
the last person standing.
What
and
is
it's
Mouz
just not
doing?
going to happen. What a shutdown. Falcons. And
That one
Mouz
was a
maybe,
gift.
I'm not sure, just gambling the upper side. Normally Spinks would be there, but he's up. And we're going to get a fast pace to
Tez
pace change.
this.
They love it here. And
Nice.
they running straight into the ram site. Mouz will it work
One
for
more.
them as it did for Falcons. Tez is
alive.
handling it
Nice.
brilliantly, picks away Brolan and falls off safely.
Beautiful.
Has stuck around just to try and get one more headshot as well. It's always risky. Oh, Nico, hold on.
Big flunk.
He was impressed by
Big
Spinks
slump,
earlier.
super
He said,
early.
you know what? I did like that idea. I might try and steal that for myself. Exertion. He should never really be looking
Alright,
for
he's
this, but
done with the
somehow
game.
he is. That is so... It's a minute and 16 seconds on
He
the
even
clock, Dan.
headshotted
Why
him.
is he checking the T-spawn flank at that time? That's
Xerxes
so
is cheating, I'm
unusual.
telling you.
What's
But he's
crazy
rewarded.
This
is
guy
that
in a smoke
Nico actually
kills.
had the first few bullets too, so
Now
he's
he
going
knows
to be
Nico's
even more
flanking.
frustrated. I mean, we know Nico is frustrated already.
No.
That's going to be even worse. He's going to.
You're on my watch,
For
Xerxes.
sure. If you get the first bullet off, you should have had that kill. So,
Yeah.
surprising.
I hope Blast bought those titanium desks because we've already lost a couple in the heat of the battle, and Nico certainly getting fueled up to maybe break some more furniture. 40 seconds here. Oh my god, that's
Ew, what the
absurd.
headshot.
What is he doing?
That is
Kicksan.
disgusting.
He's had almost no highlights throughout the match so far. But
That
he
is
just
actually
swiped away
lucky.
at that mini position. Will get shot in the back eventually. Jimmy finding himself in
3v2.
an awkward crossfire and taken down from the Dane below. Monacy getting a kill, and
Torshi
Torshi
1v3, 2
1
left.
versus 2, 20 seconds, trying to hunt down the sniper
running
on
low,
the
buddy.
other side, but smartly Monacy's
is
not going to
winnable.
give him the chance here.
Doesn't
He
go
does
for
have the
B.
bomb in
Could
his
have had
back,
it.
so he could fall down below.
Now it's getting close.
And honestly, if he gets the bomb planted here and escapes far enough... Oh, Tess is smart, though.
Got
Here's
it.
a great point to rotate. They do have an HE as well on Monacy. He's going to use that to blow open
Play together,
the door,
Falcons.
so Torshi can't play any weird games. Wait a
Together.
minute. He misses the shot.
Nice.
It won't be for the second time. Monacy takes him down. Smoke blown open out here. Nico, for once, he's actually got Monacy outside, and they were ready for it. Torshi's
gotta
been
hit
doing
those.
great work.
Great Molotov, though, from Nico. That's going to slow things down, buy time for his teammates
Nico.
to rotate.
Oh,
But even
didn't
still,
expect the
love
guy
it from
there.
Exertion. Doesn't want to wait for his teammates. He knows the timing's important, but misses the shot.
Lucky
And that's
to
a
be
key
alive, to
moment
be
here
honest.
where we have to reset for both sides as Mouz now reconsider their options.
Guys, we've won a
Jimmy
free
and Brolan
4v5
inside of the
before.
lobby. Kicksan, though.
Kicksan timing.
Phone pushing forward. Not quite
Lol.
as ready as he would have liked, but he still somehow
How?
wins the fight. How does he get Brolan? I could see how he could have surprised Jimfat here, but
Kicksing up plot armor.
Brolan just almost getting the kill. 19 health on Kicksan, and now he's just buying time. They're going to wrap around once again. We've
40
said it every
seconds and
time we
Jumbo's
watch
useless
Mouz
right
play
now.
The map. It's something they just absolutely love, and it should work. I don't think there's enough defense. At a minimum, they should get a bomb plant. Kicksan goes down, and now the question is, how
Big
much
one.
more could happen? Magus does get a kill, but he's on the T roof. This is all-out madness. They've all traded places.
We hear
now
all
the
of that.
Ts are playing in CT positions, and the other way around. It's upside-down world. Tess is caught trying to get up. You're going to have to be a lot
Nico
faster
and Magisk in a
to get rid
1v2.
of
Sorry,
Spinks.
2v3.
2 versus 3 on the retake. I doubt this is going to happen.
Nico,
making his way up.
give us a highlight.
I don't know that he's made it up there. Oh, but Exertion turning the corner at the perfect
Bro's not
moment
even
there,
shooting.
catches him, and now it's just Magix with 11 health, and he's not anywhere close.
Didn't even
so
see that he's already out.
you're right. You're right.
Who really wants to fight Nico in the yard at all ever?
Do we go
But they're
double
actually
OT?
doing it, and they are
Told you,
consistently
I'll print
winning.
stream.
So that tells you
Had the
they are
good
ready.
timing.
It's not just a coincidence. They have the grenades down. They catch him as he's walking through the smoke. It's really sick. But this time, Craters!
Oh my god!
Gravity! Defeating Spinks, and
That's
that could
a
be the
tilter.
first step in the right
But he
direction.
slowed
for
him down in
Falcons.
the air,
Close now to winning
so
the
he
map.
couldn't
They
make it
just
to
need
top.
Basically 2 more kills as Brolan is
Aye,
practically
aye, aye.
dead already.
That's a classic.
And Kixan with another one there in the upper side, and now there's no choice
for
but
sure
to go
smiled
straight
after that
into
one.
Mouz's AWP. That is
Nice.
absolutely not the
4v2.
direction you want to go in, but
Put the
where
cat in
else
the bag.
could you go? Mouz falling off. They have a fight.
Holy
4
shit,
versus
Chad.
2, so Falcons can
It was
certainly change
12
the
and
approach.
10, and we had a
Here's the
disgusting
flank
fucking
again.
buy, no?
He's far away from the action, so it might not actually feel like a flank to Mouz, because he's just going to be coming in from the ramp by the time the bomb is down. Mouz really should never win this round. It's so unlikely. 50 seconds. Even planting the bomb is hard to do at the moment. But they have got the digits in somehow. I'm surprised that they didn't get jumped and pushed more.
Play together,
Honestly,
Falcons.
he sees just a fading face around it. Torshi picking up Kixan here.
Fine, we have time.
And Jimmy was the one escaping
still a
through
man
the smoke.
advantage.
Now they have a bit of a shot, maybe. Mouz, can they force
play
him to
together,
double OT
guys.
is the big question. Smoke on
Timing,
Monacy as
nice.
well. Testis will get Torshi.
Jimbo 1v3.
It's all up to Jimmy. Turns
Nice.
around, a shot in the back by Monacy. And Falcons on the
Oh
defuse. 16
my
on the board
God.
as they pick up the opening for the
Falcons come back.
semifinals. What a relief.
Here we go.
Wasn't enough in the end. So we'll have to see how that falls as we go into map 2 of the semi-finals here. Blast
Very
Rivals
AWP-heavy map.
between Mouz and Team Falcons.
Lock in.
It's going to be Mouz starting on the CT side with Falcons. T side.
This is
Setting up
our
a
map
little bit of
pick,
a
chat.
push towards long, but it's just
I want
Vegas,
at least
think,
6 on
taking a
half.
peek. Ooh, actually
Then we
more
can
than
feel
that. I
decent.
take it back. He's actually all the way out pressuring Brolan. Although the rest of Mouz, interestingly, they're not buying it. They don't feel like it's a lot of
Nice,
pressure at the
Nico.
moment. Nico,
Much
to
greater
begin
start
with.
than on the
Glock
second
to take
half.
down Spinks, and that means Jim Fat's alone at the bomb site mid-air.
What a shot.
He clips Monacy
That is
out
impossible.
of the sky. Might be on Falcons, but his wings are absolutely gone here. And falls back to try and see if he can hold on to it a little while
4v4.
longer. They are pushing in.
We are on
Good killing
side.
coming in from Falcons.
I guess
to
we need
get
to
under the
3v
bomb
on
site.
tunnel.
Nico, one more shot. He should be dead right
Nice.
now. How is he not killed? Finally.
Zash, not in another one
takes
before.
him
You're not
down.
him, bro.
And he's got a couple of bullets left. 9 here to
This
be
is not
exact.
your map,
no
buddy.
bomb plant yet. And he pushes in
Oi,
a
oi,
kick
oi.
and drops him. You could see the sigh of relief there.
Imagine
for
back-to-back
Nico.
1v4s
He got
on
the
dust.
triple, and he lived way past his due date. To smoke the cross, which they already have, and kind of keep it going. I think Brolan might have heard the smoke going down, so I think that they have a good read. So actually, maybe just exit kills at this stage. If you can find that, that's probably pretty sick.
Yeah, if you can take a gun away, you know, hold on to an AK, of course, that would be a beautiful result.
Grown ass man.
Just Nico's, the rest are Galil's. Monacy with these scouts.
Yeah,
In
and-
fact, they're going straight into Monacy.
Wah!
Headshot to
Headshot.
start things off with. Sees every other player calling for help, I wonder. Well, somebody
whoa,
get
whoa,
there
whoa,
quickly
whoa.
enough to save Monacy, but there we go. The Rangers really favoring the AK, and Nico is mowing them down. And so, off to a good start. 6 kills at the end of 2 rounds, and
Swag
it's a
was for the
quick
16
one,
months, bro.
there on round 2, Anders.
And if you were going to do someone, why not let it be the scout after all? Kind of get rid of it, and Monacy will pick up an AK in turn. Yeah.
You made me low, motherfucker.
Hey! That was some team damage, or what?
Okay, listen, they're having a good time. It's not a bad start to the round, but
What is this
it will
double
still
long
come down
setup?
to some of those early kills, because once one of them falls here,
Or triple
it is a
long,
bit like
actually.
dominoes for the A defense. You just tend
Oh,
to get
Jeepers,
overwhelmed.
Creepers,
35
Brawlers can
seconds
win
though,
the
Dan.
round.
It's
The bomb is
running
there.
the clock very low.
If he gets
Yeah,
somehow a
Brolan
double
lost his
spray
support
down
here.
and
He's
then
now isolated.
Taji
He did
kills
have
the third
Taji's a base
GG.
ace. Slight off angle up,
Okay.
but man just looking for it, finds the inside headshot onto Brolan, and now, as you say, not much time. They have to just
Nice
send it straight
nitro.
to the side. Nico takes down
20
Exertion
seconds.
with the molly, and right now the scaling is going quite nicely here onto that A side for Falcons.
They got everything they wanted.
Oh my god.
Deep Molotov onto
Guys, a 13-0,
that
$1,000
sole
giveaway.
player
I
at
know
the
the
bomb
rules.
site. Exertion, who was trying to hold on, so he has to run out while he's still on fire. And Brolan couldn't stand up to the Galil that was coming in. I don't think he had head armor. That sounded like a bit of a meaty shot, so even the Galil there on Magisk is a pretty nice weapon to open up with. Huge for Falcons. I mean, obviously, fantastic start. Best case here, Mouz is saving some of the weapons, which they are doing. all the way across the map. But yeah, already Nico is pushing out. Torshi's pushed up into the middle, and we've got a bit of a double setup. Now they hear the singe of the Molotov there, so they're going to have an idea of what's going on. The question is, how do Falcons react? A weird round so far.
Oh my goodness, Torzi's spot there. Imagine if he got into that spot. Unknown, but he's been spotted, he's been tagged, and he is low, and they are coming for him. There's definitely going to be support there. They've got to be careful here.
Kicks an ass bomber. Torzi gets doubled somehow.
Forward. They are so cognizant that there is a setup in mid,
fine.
and Torzi's trying to force the issue. Honestly, though, able to handle that with no problems at all.
So easy.
And look at that, the stack. And the boost.
So
Nico
easy.
is the one to get the headshot, indeed, and the cleanup there against Mouz is looking very nice.
What are you doing, Mouz? Taking
I feel
space
like the degree
just to
to
fumble.
which Monacy just doesn't care about the fact
Freest
that like,
frags
they
ever.
know, they heard the scope. He knows that he's giving away that information, but he's just basically saying, it just doesn't matter because I will just kill you anyway. Fabulous to see. Kind of terrifying to be up against, to be honest, too. Broland around the corner here. Okay, not the best spray. Tess's kind of slipping up a tiny bit. Won't change the round at all. 30 seconds. They're going to make their way onto the A site here. Falcons, it's a powerful start for them.
Whose map is this? Middle to the
pretty
top.
much managed to roll their way forward. They'd love to exchange that MP9 for something better right now. I think that's the mission that Exertion is on.
Nice.
Baited into
Device
the shot.
stick on the
Honestly,
scope.
Absolutely new.
W respect to one of the goats.
Yeah, Exertion knew that he couldn't just go for the AK without revealing his position. Good attempt. Jimfat takes down Monacy, at least. And they want to try to fight a bit more here.
Honestly,
Ooh, faking the runaway, actually.
Bomba.
Never mind. It's been discovered by the
Bomba.
HE.
yeah,
Great start for Falcons.
the grenades can't hear you, so doesn't matter. But yeah, you're right. Monacy is actually trying to optimize that round so much that he throws away the AWP to get the MP9, to get the last kill on Jimfat to make a little bit more money. And obviously he would have picked up the AWP again if he would have got the kill there.
This
so
shit is too easy.
Just trying to make the absolute most amount of money that he could have in the round. 4-0. Mouz not stepping foot onto Dust 2 yet. Vote over on Blast TV. Be shocked if it doesn't favor Falcons. So far, the good people in the chat seem to be favoring that. It makes sense.
Magisk is Barbarian from
We've got
Clash
some Mouse
Royale.
fans. Oh, this is a smoke for CT spawn, by the way. That's thrown
Come on,
outside
buddy.
of B. This is a nice one to be able to know about. If you, I think it lands the same way up on the box in the middle. Nice.
Gorgeous.
Cool.
Falcons off of that one. Starting to sprint forward. Nice opener from Nico. Kickson will be lost though, but Jimfat with the defense on B, making life difficult here for Team
Wait,
Falcons.
3v4.
But he's got to be careful because Nico is outside B
What?
right now. But there's the assist. Exertion coming
Magisk
on through.
wants
Deal
the
with
multi-kill,
Nico, but
gets
they
one.
did not check for Magisk.
Oy, oy, oy.
There's a nice trade from him to hold the space outside the B site
Monezy.
and open up time for his teammate to win the 1v1
Can't
on
afford
the
another
site.
miss.
Can Monacy find it here? The delay
Magisk
is
comes in for
really
help.
nice though. Jimfat,
With
not
who?
just the delay, the frag, and Monacy with the miss.
Oh.
It's a good recovery.
I don't know what's
though,
happening. 1v1.
into the 1 versus 1.
Monezy has bomba.
Monacy
Lot of
making
noise.
so much
Both
noise. There.
players
The
making
advantage
noise.
almost there for Torzi, trying to find the timing. The bait comes through.
Oh.
Now Monacy knows he's got a chance
Window.
here.
Window.
Off of the sound cue.
Ah, not a silent door. Nice. Oh my god.
He's absolutely nailed it.
Oh
What
my
a timing
God.
from him. They're so damn good.
Yo.
Monacy's in. He's looking great. I mean, that's what you want to see, right? The AWP, but hold that for it's another fast play into
Sloppy,
the
but
long,
good.
and Tessus is right out there.
This shit is too fucking easy.
There's no real weapons on the Mouse side, so they are getting chewed up. Parting fadeaway kill from
Wait, a
Torshi as he
30-0 1k
escapes.
giveaway. Hold up.
Puts Nico down for the minute.
Mouse, you can start fighting back now.
Let's see what Spinks and Jimfat can do. But again, with the weapons here, it's so unlikely. And I think Falcons are going to be aware that there is at least a chance. You could find a rare timing, maybe. But everything is going according to plan at the moment. That 1v1, that is... It's one of those rounds where it's hard to come back all of a sudden. There's the rare timing that we were talking about. And a missed shot. But the B-bomb side is empty, so regardless of what happens here, they can just make a run for it. Kind of annoying if they give up too many weapons to the CT side, because that's obviously the first step for any team to sort of make a recovery here.
Red line.
Maybe they can steal some
Suck me
weapons
sideways.
away.
Yeah, no kit sadly for them, so no options at all. But yeah, that's such an iconic 1v1, isn't it, in that previous round. Torzi up against Monacy.
And well, they can get close with the MP9s. I think that's fine. Just keep the AK away. There's no chance to win. They don't have the kit. It's not going to be a 10-second defuse in a 3v3. Not on the B-bomb side of Dust 2. Yeah, trying to do what they can. Make a bit more money. Make it more expensive for Falcons. I do appreciate it. Okay, that's kind of a sick spray down. And they're going to be careful now here. Spinks sticking around. m0NESY will drop him as well. So they do lose the AK. Yeah, I think that's right. That's a good way probably to frame any potential for a comeback here. It will typically start with Falcons running out of money.
Nico proud.
Nico laughing. For Nico to see m0NESY at his side again, I mean, that's... Many people kind of knew that was going to happen eventually. No shot onto Brolan. That would have been kind of a
Nico 9-3
horrific
start.
way to start the round for Mouz. The dream of the comeback, I think it has to start right. It has to be in this round. They're going to blow open the smoke, see if they're ready. Torshi's got the AWP on the other side, so yeah, again, straight fight down the middle. m0NESY is so close. It'll be Nico, his partner in crime, as they double up to take down Torshi. A flash in to set it up, and m0NESY throws the flash. They actually are a tag team.
Guys, it's not going to be 30-0, right?
And Nico does the rest. m0NESY's henchman here in the middle. Exertion is finally sick of it, and will take them both down.
That's a big moment there from Exertion. They seemed unstoppable. But now the round calms down. Falcons have to assess their options, holding for now to see if there's another move, and there certainly is. Mouz moving through the doors. There is a player lower, and it's going to be Tessus. Exertion had no idea, and... Oh, okay,
I want them to win this round.
Great timing, capitalizing off of that, but...
Fuck that giveaway.
40 seconds for the 2v2 here for
Not on the
Falcons
weekend,
to
bro.
where to go.
I mean... There's 2 Danes left.
30
What's awkward is the fact that the bomb is in middle on Tessus, right? If Magus had it, it would be different. But Brolan, he's well aware that something could be coming. 27 seconds. I actually think this move for Brolan is super smart. Let's see if he gets the timing down right, but that is the bomb on Tessus. If Brolan wins this fight now, the round is officially over.
Timing?
I think Magus is way too far away to do anything with. Oh, he makes the noise as well, and Tessus knows.
No
He's slipped the
checking.
net. This is absurd. He's going to be running into it. They will be able to get the bomb plant here, but he can't really break for it. He has to make a straight run out long to get spot, and Magus, he doesn't go for the
W
fight.
health
He wants to
advantage.
stay alive here. Brolan actually took almost no damage on that one.
Mouz, you're winning
So
this.
this round is somehow still on.
Jimbo, one of the craziest fraggers as well. Brolan. Nice!
The confidence there is going to
yes.
work out for him.
Magus. Sorry, Tessus.
Tessus desperately low against
He's a good
2
clasher,
players.
though.
Over the top.
Oh,
and he
shut up.
finds the headshot
Nice!
for
Oh my
these.
god, chat.
Opens
I'm
to
so
Brolan,
sorry about
and
this.
That's going to be Mouz with a much needed round. But they only survive with 1 player, so that's going to feel very stressful going into the following one.
And can now try and do something here. You could just pulled everyone away.
quick lineup.
It's just Jimfan at the back of the B-bomb side. It is due to
Oh god,
m0NESY.
Jimbo's a
They
good
sold it
multi-killer.
over on the other side. 20 bullets here. They do
Nice.
line up for
Oh
him.
my
It is
god,
a
W
lot of
splitting.
damage. But now catching the cross, any rotation through here is going to be dangerous.
1 bullet.
They want to hunt down m0NESY, but look how smart he is.
Yeah.
This is something that we mentioned earlier on Nuke. Sometimes
Look how he's
not
wasting that
fighting
time.
is such a better choice. Now they are wasting
What?
their... Oh my god. Say it isn't so.
Outrageous.
How could that be? I actually need to see the replay. He hardly saw anything. By the way, he's not even fighting. He's fighting Exertion, who's pushing him down at the same time.
Left click, not right click.
This is why the Falcons wanted m0NESY. This is why they had to get him on the team. He is a once
5
in a
HP, don't lose up.
talent.
Oh my
Back for
god, what a
more,
ballsy
takes down
fucking
Exertion,
team.
and pulls the rug up from under Mouse. It's 7
That's a
to 1
big
in favor of
kill, too.
Falcons here. A
Mouse no money.
devastating shot that cuts down the middle of the map.
I do like the Falcons have shown when they get this long take, like you said, the expectation is to just hold and then eventually push into the site. But they've
There's a
shown
bunch
that,
of
hey,
players
sometimes
here,
we're going to
Monk
rotate
has.
all the way back. Get a glass cannon from Torsi. Oh, no, not a glass cannon, but the singular orb.
Yeah, that's all he's looking for right now.
Wow.
Oh, that's a shame. There was 3 HEs on Mouse. One of them was an Exertion. There was just we don't ever really, or it's rare on Dust 2 that we get to see, grenade stacks working out. They've run the same strategy as the last round, but this time they've left Magus here instead of m0NESY. And Mouse are getting curious for what is lurking down.
It's too easy, man.
It's one Dane with an
Clean
AK.
second shot.
Too much to handle.
Oh.
And Tessus, the other Dane on the server, going to be crouching in
Guys, these
and
shots
taking
right
down
now.
Torshi. It's pretty sick.
Making Mouse look like fools.
In fact, not much you could do on the other side of the
I
map.
knew you guys were
Unfortunately,
crazy when I said
8-1. Falcons are
top
really
3
no
teams
room
playing.
for
And then he
Mouz
said, what about Mouz? What about
to
Mouz?
enjoy Dust 2.
Calm down,
I love
G.
the strategical look from Team Falcons, even in these rounds where, in theory, they would still have a big advantage to kind of just barrel all together. And in theory also, one of the reasons why teams tend to do that is because you have less potential openings. There's less ways for a round to go wrong. And against the best players in the world, you would like to favor that kind of approach.
But it could also just be a reflection of the fact that, again, Mouz aren't pushing up so much, so there's nothing much to fear
But
for
how
Falcons
good is
to
Spirit?
actually fall back in some of those rounds.
Fair point.
Dude,
Oh, Mouz actually goes
I can't
down.
imagine a cooler
So an
match
opening
than the
kill,
next game, chat.
8 for
Spirit
the very
versus
best they
Vitality.
can do right now on the CT side, and
That's
that
the one.
is not great. But if they can get there, I'm not going to count them out yet, Mouz.
Toji.
Real tough at the moment for them, though. Flash around the corner, not at all efficient.
Because Donk and Zaiwu,
It's going to be Nico
both
dead
considered
next.
number 1
5 versus
players,
3.
right? Number 1,
It's right
number
there for
2.
the taking.
I do love the gamble to just say, hey, we're going to just really defend Cat hit, give up long after the opening pick. And now they reposition again back into more passive positions. So good fundamentals here from Mouz off of the advantage. 5 versus 3. It's really on to Falcons to make something happen at this point. And Mouz rest on their laurels.
They're going to try and make that happen, I think, by pushing Cat and hoping that Tessus can catch some kills in the middle. Either that or they will just execute and rotate back with Tessus. But I wouldn't be surprised if Tessus is sort of the lurking player that's going to set up a couple of shots. There was one attempt. He is out here, but the bomb's on the other side. So Tessus is on his own. Just a lone ranger out there. Monacy. Yeah, he wanted to run back to catch up with Tessus. Unfortunately, he's dead before he can even get there. So round is secured here. Mouz, they're going to get rid of one last player, dropping Monacy
Alter,
finally.
score path
He's been
CS2.
so hard to take
With the
down.
5 fucking gifted.
Yeah, great temerity there from
Thank you, brother.
Mouz as a whole.
Probably makes no actual difference in the round, but
ZLX Doom.
interesting
With the
case
5 gifted
to
subs.
happen.
Oh, 7s in the chat. Thank you,
Easy
bro.
shot right there.
Big time pussy.
Just as the smoke goes down. And catching Torshi in the middle so early on here. We'll see. They just need one more piece of the puzzle, really. You know, you got a little bit of information
double
from
Ds on
finding that
first half.
shot. If you get any sense that there might be sort of a, you know, double stack on the A bomb side of it, you can guess that there's probably going to be one of the B bomb side here. So just one more bit of information, but they're not going to wait for it. They will just straight execute here. Quick decision being made by Falcons to overwhelm the defense on A, and so far so good. They're getting close. Unfortunately, they do burn Tess's their own Molotov. Nico trying to make up for it, gets the headshot. They know that Spinks is here somewhere in the smoke, and it's Monacy to find him. 13 kills, Nico on 12.
Too easy.
And Jimmy walking in from the B bomb side. He couldn't even get there in time. It was such a quick call from Falcons once they got to the catwalk to just try and go for it.
Yeah, and it was an ideal scenario for Mouz, given that they lost a player early. Usually, once teams will reset as teams when they get the 5v4. Not as much long control as we have seen early.
This feels like it's over though.
And that's a good adjustment because Falcons, after showing
Guys, I haven't said it in a while. I'll tell it now.
Have since been playing.
The cat is in the fucking bag on this game.
In the early portion.
Haven't said that in so long, bro.
You can just see it happening when Monacy's on the other end of that scope.
But this is GG. Well played, bro.
Feels so risky.
Mouz
Long
is
spray
done.
there for Nico, but that doesn't really matter. He gets the kill on the Spinks, who is 1 in 10 at the end of the half. Tough break for him.
Let's get an
Jim
in the back
Fat's gonna
spam
go down.
going.
Tessus on that lurk smoke, pushing his way out. They're having way too much fun, Falcons. They're doing whatever they want, and why not? They've got such a giant lead. Bomb going to be planted. It's Monacy making his way onto the site, while Magisk is just, again, playing his own little game, looking to shoot.
We're everywhere.
The captain, a Mouse in the back at some point sooner rather than
we have
later.
an angle?
Oh, he's
No.
just around the corner. Still, retake is
Ulan
very
checks.
unlikely for Ulan.
Whoa. Why are we spraying?
What a rare position to check at that point in the round. I'm impressed. Might not make a difference though. Monacy to get the last one, and it will be a 10-2 finish at the end of the first half in favor of Falcons.
This is a done deal, bro. Is it what, 10-2? 10-2, double Ds on half.
Like Kixan is
Kixan.
actually already here to receive them, and he goes straight down.
Magisk
Surely they
leading me
won't slow
right now
down.
again.
That's just the smoke. I'm shocked that they don't try and run through, but they might have thought it was a trap.
Yes, I think that's exactly right. When you're going aggressive there, you do have to worry, is it a bait? Is it all bait? And teams do like to rush the B site quite a lot. And so Mouz sort of respecting that, but maybe that's also a confidence thing, Anders. You know, if not just going for it, you know, I wonder if Team Falcons in that same spot would have just run it down because of the confidence. But with that said, Mouz looking for something, but it's almost just given Falcons more time to get better position.
Is he going to flash into from the middle, Nico? They have a couple of interesting flashes here, but none of them are going to be used at the start of the engagement. USP clicks coming out of it. Spinks, he's only got one kill in the first half, and he's not going to get more here. Monacy, execution shot to the back of the head. As Magisk is ducked down, shooting above the barrels now. He's got some teammates with him, though. At the very least, Nico is here. A jump on over, and a nice shot exertion.
Very hard shot.
Tess is still running. Trying to get onto it. It's just Monacy left 1 versus 3, and there's too much to handle. Jimfan and Brolan getting them back into the game here. It's another thing here where they have to decide if they want to run for the smoke, right? Because Kixan has one.
Gisk on scout.
Assuming they just don't get the immediate kill, that's
I don't know how good a scout game is.
There's more decisions to be made from Mouz right after that. As Magisk all the way in the back. Flash on
good.
Straight headshot. It doesn't start well, but that is very well played. Smoke is down.
What a shot!
Want to run through into
what a shot!
Eagle. It's an absolute slaughter. 2 kills.
2 is really good.
3v2
man advantage.
He had a couple of more bullets. He tried to pick up the weapon at the same time. 2 versus 3.
Sadly, no kid will be a 10-second defuse.
And why not go for it here, Falcons? It's probably a spot in the grand finals if you win this round and steal it away from Mouz.
Gotta have some pace behind this.
And you don't have that much to lose. Of course, you could save the Deagles and the Scout into the next round, but you must feel like they're a bit weak right now. They haven't even warmed up into the Dust 2 game at all, so why not try and take it away from them? Not going well at the start of the retake. Monacy, he's going to get dropped as well. So they do hold on, Mouz, but a real reality check for them. Interesting, that's a double AWP setup as well. Magisk holding the other AWP.
Magisk really likes the scope today, huh?
Why is it every rifler also wants to be an AWPer?
All right, well, it's an opening that's very aggressive for long for both teams here. Very fast engagement straight through the doors and into Nico. The flash from Monacy providing quite the assist.
Bro is insane, gets another goosh. When easy clean up, the 2 brothers.
With the
Holy
AWP.
shit.
The Nico Monacy
all it takes is 1 Nico and 1 Monacy on long, round done.
Yeah, so is that communication. Monacy only knows to pull out the USP because he'd already got the call that Spinks was low from Nico, so they're just so quick. There's really no time delay in calling out that information. Monacy shuts it down at the end. 3 kills. He's up to 19 in total. And they absolutely decimate Mouz trying to get out that long position.
But he
waited. So he's expecting that they will Molotov him off this position, and then he can just throw his own incendiary, and it's sort of a stalemate. If they peek him instead, then obviously there is an opportunity. Oh, never mind.
Nico, oh god, risky push!
Gets
the lineup.
That could have been a double. He
no double though.
It is a scout on the other side, but still pretty bold.
Tess
and a flash, and somehow Tess still gets away
1
with it.
HP!
Down to 1
oh
health.
my god.
How does he live through that? Was such a clumsy fight in many ways. From Tess's Monacy flicking left and right. He's just murdered 3 of them before we can even get through the sentence. 22 kills.
Might be looking to try to flash in through the doors potentially. If they could burst onto a lone player, that'd be great, but Monacy's he's gone.
Yeah, he's already relocated.
Be probably the better idea here for Mouz. Keep in mind, chat, this is the point to stay alive. If Mouz loses, they're flying home straight to the fucking airplane.
See anything over? He
tags off his boy Nico.
Take some damage there. Jimmy goes down.
Magisk needs something, doesn't get anything. 3v4 retake, really hard.
That is what they're good for, though.
Could be insta-safe.
You've got enough bullets to pretty much keep the fight going forever. Bomb plant, and instantly they pull the block here for Falcons.
They're coming tunnels. Kixi needs something. Kixi needs something.
Timing is awkward.
Remember, he was even got 1.5 with the fucking Deagle. Now he has M4. I believe Kixin. That's 1. Decent damage on the second, I think. Nice. Nice.
Taking care of middle and Magisk. He can wield the AWP. A flick to bring Torshi low.
Finish the Magisk.
1 versus 3.
Wow.
How fitting.
Falcons grand finals secured. Back-to-back grand finals. From rags to rich. No, from riches to riches. Chat.
Finals fury continues.
What a change since Nico Mouz joined.
Not enough.
Back-to-back grand finals.
Overcome with ease and now move on.
Back-to-back
grand finals for the Falcons.
Triple grand finals.
We got a new #1 contender in the world now. It's official. Twice in a row, Falcons have bested Mouz in a critical semifinals matchup. They are now your